Hi, victorious ones. Yes, that's you. You are a victorious one. Welcome. Today, we will be focusing on health. I was watching Amala's channel. I believe it's called The Vegan Corner and More. She's a vegan, and she was talking about how to shop vegan at Wegmans. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that they had these vegan noodles at Wegmans. What I'm gonna be doing today is making a veggie pasta. I'm just gonna add a whole bunch of vegetables to it. And I think it's gonna be really good. So I wanna show you how to do it. Maybe you're a vegan, maybe you're just looking to have some vegan meals, in your diet. I think this will be a great way to go. All right, so first things first, we're going to go ahead and get the noodles boiling. So I'm going to put some water in my pot, turn on the stove. I know my kitchen's a little mess, but that's okay. Start where you are and things will be great. All right, so I've got my 2 quarts of water, and I'm going to go ahead, turn this on high. I personally like to sprinkle a little salt in there just for a little flavor. So I'm going to grab some salt, sprinkle it in there, and it's just regular Morton salt. I know. Go ahead, tell me how bad it is. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit in there. And it was about, I don't know, maybe a half a teaspoon. And it says, after I bring it to a boil, then I'll add the pasta, and then it will cook for 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, great. So while that is coming to a boil, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my vegetables. And I'm putting a bunch of vegetables in there. So onions for flavor, and they're also antioxidants. Peppers, I love peppers. They're so juicy and sweet, also antioxidants. I got some more peppers. And tomatoes for flavor and for just to have that nice little juicy texture that I would like to have over my noodles. Got some carrots, again, flavor, beta carotene, good for the skin. And I have Japanese sweet potatoes. These are the best sweet potatoes in the world. Don't let nobody tell you that they're not, because they are. They are. All right. Now I'm just gonna grab my garlic. I think I put garlic in almost everything. Again, flavor. It's amazing how the antioxidants have a lot of flavor also. So if you hear that noise in the background, that's my son. He's having a ball. He's doing something with Transformers. I think we have everything. I also got these artichokes in the jar, just because I got the fresh artichokes before, and I put them in the oven, and it just, I don't know, maybe I cooked it wrong, but I'm like, I just need this to be easy breezy. So I have these also I'm going to be throwing in there as well. So while our water's still boiling, we're going to go ahead and just start cutting up our vegetables. When cutting up vegetables, the first vegetable to get cut is always the one that takes the longest to cook. So that is going to be our Japanese sweet potato. This is a regular sweet potato. Someone tricked me. They put the regular sweet potato in the basket with the Japanese. And you know how I know? Because when you cut the Japanese, it's white. Not this. So these are the things that happen sometimes. What are we gonna do though? We're gonna keep it moving. And we're gonna have 2 sweet potatoes in this beautiful veggie pasta. Some of you might be saying, oh, Tameka, you're not cutting the skin off. Aren't you scared of like the dirt that's in the skin? No, it's nutrients in there, and it's gonna be cooked anyway. And anything that's cooked, it kills any germs that may, have tried to attack our system. So please don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to leave the skin on, to leave a little dirt in there. As long as you rinse it off, you're fine. You're good to go. I know they have these special vegetable rinses. You can also try those. And we continue. And we just glance over, and our water is almost ready for these noodles. The noodles will be ready before the veggies, and that's fine. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Good. But when you're cooking, it's good to have something cooking while you're preparing. And then you can kind of keep the assembly line flowing. And the sooner we get to eat, the happier we will be. There. Y'all, you know what? The more I'm doing this, the more I'm thinking I may not even use this regular sweet potato. That just kind of, I don't think I'm going to use it. I'm not going to use it. I'm not. I just made that executive decision that we are not going to use that other potato. All right, perfect. We'll put those in there. Next, like when you're sick, you can eat a garlic. No, it's not tasty. Yes, it burns. There's no easy way out, y'all. There's no easy way out. If it was easy, we'd all be out. Hi, and we are back. So my noodles needed to cook about 3 to 4 more minutes more. So if you do go ahead and buy these noodles at Wegmans, and I would suggest letting them go for about 15 minutes total. But they are finally to where I like the texture. It's not too soft, not too harsh. It's like right there in the middle. So I'm gonna go ahead and release the noodles from the water. Release the water from the noodles. Whoop, dump this out. And we got as far as cutting the onions. That's where we left off. So now we're gonna work on our carrots. I'm only putting 2 carrots in there. Carrots, peppers, tomatoes, and then that'll be it for our veggies. Again, after I cut the carrots, when I start cutting my peppers, I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking the vegetables that have already been cut. Like my sweet potatoes, namely, so they can start, getting cooked. And I do rinse my noodles in cold water. I would suggest you do that as well. It's just good to it kind of freezes it where it is, so they don't get any mushier from the steam. It kind of just, okay, we're done. And they're done. So I'm just, right now, filled it up with cold water. I'm gonna rinse that off. Hey, Pooks! Yes, my dear?
Do we not eat pizza and in the morning?
Oh, no, we don't have any pizza. I'll chop it.
No, Mom, and I said, do we...
Go search for eggs. Parsley. Badia, this is my favorite brand, Parsley. They have everything in a shaker, ready to go. Ready to go. I love to make things look good. Usually if they look good, they taste good, right? Yeah. Cutting carrots. So just take off the tops. Take off the top. And take off a little snippet of the bottom. Now, if I'm using carrots to make a salad, I will definitely go ahead and do a scrape. But because I'm cooking these, I'm not going to do the scrape. I'm just going to go ahead and start chopping. I like to chop on an angle. So that is what I'm doing now. Chopping on an angle. So it can look like that. Sort of match my penne sort of angle-like noodles. There's probably some science to cutting on an angle and how it, preserves flavor and whatnot. I have no idea about that, so I'm not going to act like I do. But I do love cutting on an angle as opposed to straight round pieces. a little difficult up here at the top, but that's okay. We just keep going. We do what we can. Just, yeah, you might get some pieces that aren't exactly on an angle, aren't exactly oval looking. That's okay. As long as it's cut so that it can cook, we're good. All right, and then I'll just do the same thing here. Cut on an angle. And cut so you can see. Cutting on an angle. Now we're going to cut peppers. And when you're picking out peppers, get the ones that have only 3 bumps, 3 rounds. If you get the one that has 4, you run the risk of it not being very sweet. So make sure when you're picking your peppers, you get 1, 2, 3. If you see the 4, put it back. And now we're at the point where I am starting to cook vegetables that have already been cooked. I add a little bit of olive oil so no one gets sticky. No sticky fingers here. And I go ahead and stir that up a little bit. And again, look, it's nice and glossy looking. I like when my food looks good. And this is what I love about vegan meals. I'm using the same utensil I use to stir up my noodles. And my noodles are over here. And I'm also using the same pot. When you're not cooking a vegan meal, you gotta, I use that to rub the chicken. I can't use that to stir the veggies, you know, it's just like, a big ordeal. So I do love that about vegan cooking. So now we're going to focus on cutting up some more vegetables. Add my Japanese sweet potatoes. Get those in the mix so they can start melting down. And stir that in there. And I haven't added water yet. We are nearing the end here. All right, so now it's time to cut up my peppers. I have 3 peppers just because I love peppers. Can you tell? This is how I cut my peppers. I cut the top off first, and then I go ahead and cut around the edge because I want all the pepper I can possibly get. And take out this plithy part. I don't know if I'm supposed to or not, but whatever. Alright, so these I'm gonna cut a little smaller like that. Don't want big, huge, gigantic peppers. I want nice, small peppers that kind of get into every single bite without me having to focus on, is the pepper on my fork? No, it's going to be there because it's so small and it's just working with the meal. Our tomatoes from the vine. I just love these because they're juicy, but I mean, if you prefer, I'm going to turn the heat down just a tad because I don't want them to get sticky, hot, sticky. But Roma potatoes, you could use those as well. I like the texture and the juice that comes out of the vine tomatoes. That's my boy having a great time. I'm about to go join him as soon as I'm finished cooking. See what he's talking about. Alright. I don't know how this all gonna fit in the pot, y'all. There's a lot of veggies. My pot ain't that big. Beautiful. That's how I love my food to look beautiful. It's a lot of red in here. When you see a lot of red, it's going to be good for the blood. Good for the blood. Sticking a little bit at the bottom. I'm going to add a little bit of water. Just a little bit, because I got my tomatoes in there now. And those have water, right? We'll let this melt down. I'm actually going to go ahead and add my seasonings now. And then we'll just let that rock out. What I have been doing is soaking some protein. These are sunflower seeds soaking. As you can see, that's the water. What happens is they'll rise up and the water goes down to the bottom. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and drain this off so that when my food is ready, I can sprinkle it on and get some more protein. Because like I said, I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm not trying to do it. This is my veggie pasta, my vegan veggie pasta. And as you can see, those are my herbs in the background, an indication of our next video, which is going to be about herbal remedies to cure insomnia. I can't wait. So I am adding to this those beautiful artichokes I told you about. And I'm just going to add 2 just to give it even more flavor, more pop, more zing. Thinking to add 3. No, I'm gonna go with 2. I'm not gonna overdo it. And then we are going to add some protein. Yes, get that protein in. Also, something I put on every single dish, cayenne pepper, and as you can see, almost at the bottom of that, I love cayenne pepper. It's great for circulation. And there we have it, my vegan veggie pasta. I'm going to go enjoy. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you soon.